Hi there folks, my name's NovaWrap and welcome to the NovaWrap, your one-stop location for your simulation release news and goings on from the week that was. So here we are on Sunday the 29th of July 2018 for another exciting episode, and we're going to jump straight into it this week with a release for the X-Plane world. So for the guys over at Starport Sceneries have brought to us via Aerosoft their rendition of Dortmund XP, so the Dortmund airport itself as well as the regional airfield of Hengsten Oberdich have also been included with this scenery package along with the city of Dortmund. So quite a fairly significant sort of pack gets included with this one, with combining a lot of sort of opportunities for both commercial, sort of your big tube liner flyers, being able to use Dortmund Airport for your commercial guys, but also there's a lot in there for GA flyers and sort of the low and slow sort of helicopter pilots, giving them the opportunity of using the smaller airfield as well as the helipads over at the main hospital as well. So pretty cool, pretty interesting sort of setup here. Lots of high resolution photo real sceneries were combined with very high definition textures, and custom buildings for the scenery as well have been included to get a lot of coming here for a lot of different pilots coming for this one. Now, as I said, this one does fully include photorealistic ground textures for the city as well as the two airports and major buildings, including major landmark objects. All airport buildings and facilities have been detailed in high resolution textures and high detailed models. True to original navigation aids, fully compatible with X-Plane 11's night effects as well. Full 3D city model, including color corrected 60cm photoreal imagery as well. The airport has been done in 30cm. Both airports have been done in 30cm per pixel aerial imagery. Custom autogen, as well as I said before, unique landmark objects for the area as well. You also get included ship traffic for the Dortmund Canal as well via the Sea Traffic plugin, as well as volumetric grass, full PBR based rendering and water surface reflectivity, as well as animated wind objects including wind turbines and windsocks specific to the small regional airfield as well as the helipad at the hospital as well. So pretty cool, pretty interesting set of scenery. I do, one of the things that I do often I do often grumble about with some X-Plane scenery, and some ESP scenery that's been coming out lately, is a sort of lack of sort of attention to detail and stuff like that. But this one's really showing it off and looking quite impressive, especially for low and slow flyers. So if you are wanting to pick this one up, this is available over at Aerosoft for $23 or your regional equivalent available now. Moving out of X-Plane releases and moving into the ESP world, the guys over at Latin VFR have rebooted, well, not rebooted, but they've continued on they released their Baltimore Washington International Airport a few weeks ago as a prepared V4 exclusive. However, they have now released it to be fully compatible with the rest of the major ESP versions as well, which is FSX and prepared 1 through 3. So this comes as a existing upgrade for anyone who's already purchased it for prepared V4. And if you've been hanging out, you do get the one installer does work with all versions, which I'm really happy to see that the guys have done that one. So overall, nothing really much has changed. It's still the full high definition terminal building and surrounding area with 3D sort of customized buildings, animated SODE jetways, full night effects still as well, downtown modeling of downtown area as well as the airport, 5-meter terrain mesh as well. So a whole heap of slew of stuff is very similar. You do miss out, and non-prepared V4 users do miss out on a couple of things. They do miss out on the some of the high detail ground polygons with different shaders and effects, which is unique to the prepared V4 architecture, and they also of course miss out on the dynamic lighting as well. But otherwise, it's the same basic product, just giving you a lot of advantages. And as I said, great to see the guys have done it as a free update for existing purchasers and existing owners of the pack, and then for anyone who's wanting to come in and grab it now, they are able to and experience across their full range, coming in at $25 or your original equivalent available now at Sim Market. Moving on to other ESP releases, the guys over at RF Scenery Building have come out with their latest Italian release. So RF Scenery, for a Russian company, they come up with a lot of Italian content, they really do. So this one is for the Venice Marco Polo Airport, which of course is by, you can probably suggest from its name, the main airport from for the city of Venice. Of course, the famous city of canals, city of lakes, and city of that's pretty much on stilts. But yes, so a very, very fascinating, beautiful part of the world, having spent some time there myself. But as, of course, as Venice has arisen as a tourist destination, of course, needed to have somewhere with more air traffic. And can I just say, it is possibly one of the most uniquely appeared airports ever. Like, it looks absolutely, like, cool. Like, there's the airport buildings look like they're, like, you know, like towers, like turrets out of, like, a medieval castle or something. They look really absolutely fascinating and just look really cool. Yeah, but otherwise it comes in as the fourth busiest airport in Italy, so in terms of passenger numbers. This is a full high definition model of the airport, the tarmacs, and the surrounding ground textures included as well. Now, this is focused on just the airport, though. You don't get the surrounding area, though it is fully compatible with Aerosoft's Cityscape of Venice as well. So I believe they have one of those available. So it is designed to work in partnership with that. So, but otherwise, you get a lot of really unique terminal buildings here. It's just a fascinating airport, it really is. So if you wanted to pick this one up, this one is available now from SimMarket, coming in at $20 US, so very reasonable price, or your regional equivalent available now. And another ESP major release this week, the guys over at Jazeki Designs have released. They've rebooted their Polish Airports Volume 3 to version 4. Now, what version 4 adds in is it adds in, as you probably guess, it adds in prepared V4 compatibility, but it also adds in a new airport as well. So it's always carried the Poznan airport, I'm going to completely get this wrong. The Bydgoszcz Ignacy Jan Paderewski Airport. I know. It also got the Wrocław Copernicus Airport, but now it adds in a fourth airport. So you get the Olsztyn Mazury Airport. So in northeastern Poland, as the gateway to the Masurian Lake District. So that's actually new to this version, so which is pretty cool and interesting. As always, we kind of expect from the guys over at Jazeki Designs, they've just gone out of their way to deliver an incredible experience for the airport and the surrounding cities for each of these airports. So all of them are fully compatible with FX Sim Edition, Flight Sim World, by the way, for those who are still flying Flight Sim World, and prepared V1 through 4. So full compatibility included here. Full support of SODE, jetways, whole heap of photoreal trends blending through there. Stupidly high definition graphics. It just beautifully detailed airport and photoreal scenery and terrain, and custom work have been done for not just the airports but their surrounding cities as well. So Jazeki Designs pretty much needs no introduction. His quality of his work is amazing, but really cool to see this one. Now, if you are a previous owner of of Volume 3 of Jazeki Design Airports, you'll be able to be eligible for an upgrade price. Please log in to your store that you purchased it from to see the terms of your upgrade. But it looks like it's coming in at around about half price to be able to upgrade to version 4. So there you go. Otherwise, if you are a new user of this one, you're looking at picking this one up for around about $30 US from your favorite flight sim retailer, available now. Continuing on in the ESP world, in a way, we saw a move over to the FX Steam Edition with the release of the Aircraft Factory F4U Corsair. So the Aircraft Factory, for those who may not know, Aircraft Factory is A2A's. I don't want to use the term budget brand. I really don't. But they sort of they're you know, we all know A2A do incredibly realistically highly detailed renditions with their AccuFeel aircraft. The Aircraft Factory range essentially still gives us very high quality flight dynamics, high quality models and textures, just without maybe all of the systems and quite all of the your oil temperature may not work the same as it does in AccuFeel, but they still do incredibly highly detailed work and amazing quality work. And I personally love their the aircraft factory stuff. I personally do. I just love it, especially the Corsair. I've been flying this one for a while. But they have brought it over to Steam Edition, Steam Edition store. So it has been available for a couple of years now, quite a few years now. Available directly from A2A or from your favorite flight sim retailer. But as I said, it's now made its way over onto as a Steam Edition purchase. If you just want to keep your Steam Edition purchases just to Steam, so this one's come over. So I'm not going to really sort of, as I said, it's been around for a few years. Nothing's really changed. There's no updates for it. It's just simply a very highly detailed model with a great rendition. Really awesome. Available for FSX Steam Edition, coming in at $20 US. As I've probably said before, though, I would probably be tempted to buy this one from a nominal retailer rather than through Steam Edition, just because it gives you the option then if you do want to move across to Prepared at all, or you can use it both in FSX and Prepared if you so desire. So up to you. It will cost you a little bit more to buy it somewhere else, but yeah, gives you that multi-platform ability if you do want to choose between platforms from time to time. So there you go. Otherwise, if you want to pick it up on Steam, available now on Steam. Alright, moving out of the ESP world now, but sticking with flight simulation, the guys over at IPAX have come out with their latest piece of DLC for Aerofly Flight Simulator FS, Aerofly FS2 Flight Simulator. Seriously, it's such a mouthful every time I try and say that title, it really is. So this is their latest content, which is the USA South Florida. So this is a huge area of over 400 miles of the the great state of Florida, with up to 50 centimeter per pixel aerial imagery has been included, including a full rendition of Miami City and Miami Beach, including 3D people have been put on the beaches as well, which is pretty interesting to see. You get 9 accurately modeled airports with this, along with 2 heliports as well, including Key West International, NAS Key West, Marathon International, Taverno Air Park, Ocean Reef Club, Homestead ARB, Miami Executive, Miami International, Miami Opa-locka, Dry Tortugas National Park helipad. Whew, that's a mouthful. And the helipad at the Naval Air Station as well a whole slew of custom objects to capture the feel of Florida Keys. I've said this before, like Aerofly for me has been a bit of a mixed bag. I've had a few different sort of thoughts about IPAX and what they're doing over the years, but I could definitely see that it's maturing and coming along as it goes on, and I'm going back to it and I'm having another look at it at the moment. But my good friend and fellow YouTuber Belgio has been having a look at it in detail, and I know he's going to be he's itching to take to the skies over South Florida with his VR and Aerofly FS2 very shortly. So stay tuned to his channel for a review coming up soon. If you are wanting to pick this one up though, this is coming in. So nominal price is $35, but they are offering a launch discount for the weekend for the first few days at 15% off, bringing it down to about $30. So available now on Steam. Moving out of flight simulation now, moving into the world of the permanent way. So the guys over at Train Simulator have released a couple of add-ons this week. So we saw a couple of mission packs come out this week. So we saw the release of two mission packs for the Peninsula Corridor, San Francisco-Gilroy route. So this requires funnily enough, the Peninsula Corridor, San Francisco to Gilroy route add-on, and adds in each of these scenario packs adds in 5 different scenarios for various trains to be able to sort of expand your experience along this fascinating train line. So pack 1 is more sort of passenger base, with actually to be able to do fast running services through multiple commuter stations, and gives you 5 scenarios all based around the Caltrain routes. In the second pack is more about sort of the actual sort of freight that actually goes through this line, as you get to be hauling some large stuff from behalf of Union Pacific. So some very different things here depending on what would suit your fancy. But as I said, you are required to actually have the San Francisco Gilroy route add-on already available in your Train Simulator before purchasing this one. If you want to grab these up, as I said, they're coming in at $5 each, or you can grab the 2 packs together for less than $9. So $1 a scenario or less, depending on how you buy it. So not a bad little setup. Available now on Steam. continuing on with transportation options, with the guys over at Euro Truck Simulator have released a new sort of paint jobs pack, and they've released their Dutch paint job packs this week. So pretty common stuff that we see coming in at $1. You get four different options included for these ones here. You get a Netherlands flag decal, Netherlands flag in metallic finish, a Dutch line, and a windmill scene. So if you wanted to add some bit of colour and a bit of patriotic colours and show some Dutch loyalty in your trucks, you are able to do that now. Coming in, as I said, just $1. Pretty cool little deal to add to your Euro Truck Simulator garage now. And rounding out the simulation release news for this week's the guys over at 911 Operator and Jutsu Games have released their latest piece of content for this one, which is the Search and Rescue Pack. So, for those who might remember my review of the Core 911 Operator title, it's a really, really good title, and it's one of those sort of underestimated simulation games, I think, where you actually take on the role of a emergency call center operator and a dispatcher, where you got to dispatch and control things. And it's a really, really well done, and I think it's definitely overlooked, I think, sometimes. So I keep meaning to go back and have a look at it again for you guys. Anyway, but this one does the Search and Rescue DLC is in a new sort of search mechanic for as well as for new reports. So you would actually sort of get the address where you got to send stuff to. You've actually got to look for specific things. So it could be a missing child or a criminal on the loose. You have special events included now, both in career and free game mode, including a fire streak and snowstorm. 2 new cities for career mode, 12 new calls, 24 new incidences, and 4 new pieces of equipment, and 3 new vehicles, including a search and rescue helicopter, a pickup truck, and a water bomber. So for dealing with mass fires. So a lot of content coming in for this one. Now this one again, like a lot of stuff, is coming in at normal price is $8 US, coming in a launch special at the moment for $7 US, available now on Steam. As it, folks, that rounds out the NovaWrap for this week. Thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget, as always, to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying these videos and want to see more. And of course, as always, you can catch up with me on all the things I'm up to between videos by finding me on Facebook and on Twitter. Just search NovaWing24. Alright, folks, thanks very much for watching. Take care, safe skies to all, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.